Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Silas, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about my EDC items, or if you don't know the abbreviation, everyday carry. Items that I would bring with me whenever, wherever. I didn't really care too much about these kind of things at first. You know, if it's a wallet, as long as I can carry my coins, my bills, my cards, it doesn't matter. If it's a phone, whatever's the cheapest with a promotion, I get. But over time and more recently, I've been watching, of course, a lot more Peter McKinnon EDC videos whenever he posts one, and accessorize me, and they've introduced me to a lot of different brands and things where I'm just like, wow, that looks really nice. Or like, wow, this is really functional. I kind of want to get that, which has led me into a giant rabbit hole of just looking at these things constantly, seeing other videos that pop up on YouTube, on Instagram, and purchasing other items. And it hasn't been really good with the wife because she's not happy that I'm spending so much money on it. A package will show up here and there, sometimes the next day and weeks, and she's wondering what it is, and I'm like, it's just small things that are nice that I wanted to get for myself, But I'm a responsible adult. I work, I have my own business, I'm making ends meet, it's not a problem. It's a problem. But let's keep on going. This is my everyday carry items that I bring with me all the time. I only have 5. I say only, maybe some people think that's a lot, but for me it's not too much. It's pretty simple. I kind of have a standard 3: phone, wallet, key holders or keys, and then I kind of throw in a couple items as well. We'll start off with the 3, or maybe at least start with one of them, which is my phone, which I'm rocking right now, the iPhone 12. It's not the Pro, not the Pro Max, it's just the 12. I actually wanted the Mini, but I think with the shortage everywhere, it didn't have it, and during the promotion, they were only promoting the 12. It's an iPhone. I mean, it's an iPhone. I'm not really an iPhone person. I'm not really an Apple person. And a lot of my friends might laugh at that, but because, I edit on a Mac, but that's because I like Final Cut Pro over DaVinci, even though I don't mind DaVinci as well. But, you get what you get with an iPhone. It's great for what I need it when it comes to business. I have no mobile games. I have nothing on here. It's just straight business apps and anything as well. So again, it's seamless. It works with the Mac, you can AirDrop, which is huge. I will say it's very convenient to be able to send files to my clients very quickly if we're close by, we're in a meeting, without having to look at emails or sending through emails. You just boop, boop, boop. I know Samsung has something, but I find that AirDrop just seems a little bit easier to use maybe. But then again, my wife has an iPhone and I had a Samsung, so I don't think we could ever do that cross, transfer. But aside from that, what's more interesting is the case on it. It's the Rhino Shield. I'm rocking the Rhino Shield case. I love it. It's very Google Pixel-esque in the sense that, even though I think it'd be blurry. Oh, it's not. Wow. It's orange accented buttons, and I love that. I love how you can actually pick the colors of the buttons, and then you can just kind of play around and switch them as well. So that's one of the reasons why. It's also really durable, so in case I do drop my phone, which I usually don't, it should protect it. So I feel safe with this. But that is it. iPhone 12 rocking the Rhino Shield case with the orange accent buttons. Have to say orange accented buttons. Next, we'll go to another part of the ecosystem, which is my Apple Watch. It's just the SE. Here you go. It's not I think it's 6 or 7 now, I think, which is what gen they're on, but I just wanted the SE, and there's a gift from my wife, so I'm very, very happy because this thing has been amazing. I didn't think I would care so much, same thing, a watch is a watch, it tells time, but for this one, since it's a smartwatch, it has a couple more features. But the biggest thing, actually, is that it can notify me when I get a text message or an email or when someone's calling me. I am a victim, maybe not a victim, but I built the habit of always having my phone on silent. And that's because when I was in school, university, I didn't want to be embarrassed with my phone going off. And I didn't really like being distracted when I'm studying, even though it didn't really matter because I still didn't do very well in my classes. So maybe I should have just left it on ringer the whole time. But yeah, it notifies me. So when I'm working now as well, if there's a client who needs a revision or something, or needs to get in contact with me, bleh, talking too quick, like ASAP, and they need a revision, I can see it. Or even if I'm just hanging out with friends, I can kind of look at it and see if it's important. And if it's not, I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to take out my phone. I have to bring it up and look and kind of feel, a little bit rude. But this thing has been amazing. Of course, helps me tell the time, helps me keep with schedules because I use, the calendar app as well. But really biggest thing is just, I can see my messages, I can see who calls me, and then I can respond accordingly. So I highly recommend it if you are running a business where, you aren't able to always look at your phone. This thing is just super quick. Look up, check. If it's important, good. If it's not, move on. So Apple Watch SE. Now to throw a curveball. I do not have AirPods. I don't really like AirPods. I can see the convenience of them. I think if I remember correctly, their mic quality is pretty good, but I have the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2. More of a recent addition to this. I used to rock or run the Galaxy Buds 1, the very first iteration, with the little pill-shaped case that they have. But the one thing I didn't like about it is, if I remember correctly, was the charge time wasn't that good when it came to the case. I wanted something that kind of could have more, because I didn't want to just have to always come back and charge it. Sometimes, you know, I don't have access to a charger or something, or I forget my cable, so I want to be able to use it longer than just, you know, like half a day or not even half a day. So I got these. They were on sale at Best Buy, $70 off, so it's like $119.99 I think Canadian, so like 100, maybe like 30 or 40 after tax. But small compact case. I kind of like the rounded edges. I think the recent phones are more rounded, but again, USB-C, super small. Quality of the sound is not bad as well. I do like it as well, but you know, if I really wanted something, I'd use my headphones. But this just keeps me sane whenever I'm doing a big property, no one's there to talk to, and I'm just like, it's just empty ambience. So this will let me listen to music. And also, if someone calls me, I can just talk with them there, and I don't have to pick up my phone, because, you know, I had to do this, you know, if I'm holding a camera, you know, I don't feel too comfortable or confident taking photos with just one hand. Sometimes I do, but having this has saved me a lot, especially when people call, so I can continue doing my work and being efficient and keep the flow going without having to worry about, you know, stopping everything just to take a call. So Galaxy Buds 2. Next is my wallet. And this is, again, same thing. I used to have this, same thing as I mentioned earlier. I didn't really care, and that said a lot, because I had this giant Coach-like clutch. It's like huge. Like, I'd always have to wear like a sling or like a fanny pack, which was super cool. It's not part of my everyday carry anymore because the zipper broke, so I don't use it anymore. But it would be really cumbersome. It's like huge, and all I had was bills inside, so I'm like, I should just like downsize. And so I found out about BELLBOY. They have this magnetic wallet. It's kind of like a leathery finish on the outside, so it feels more leather, but it's actually pretty firm. Like, it doesn't slip around too much, which is great. If you can see here, let's see if I can get the focus there. So one side has this like diagonal line, and the other side here has more of a straight line. Now, for both sides, the diagonal line cut through that you can open is for your primary cards, so cards that you use the most. So for me, I put my credit card on that side. They say you can house about 1 to 2 cards, but I realized that if they have the embroidered like numbers on it, you can kind of fit 2. You have to kind of force it, but I don't really want to be in a pinch where I'm trying to pay for something. I had to like kind of force it out. So I just have 1 card there. And on the other side, you can fit, I think it's 4 to 6 is what they say. I have 5 cards, though 5 sometimes is a bit snug. Driver's license, you know, health card, things like that. Just in case anything happens, you know, have my health card handy. But yeah, and the biggest thing though, besides downsizing, is the magnets. I love it. It's kind of like a fidget replacement. I just love this. You know, a good snap. It's not too loud, but it's not too quiet as well. It's a really good area of volume when it comes to the snap, and I can just play around with it. It's super compact, super small, super light. Just keep it in my pocket, pen pocket, or my left jacket pocket. I'm super OCD like that. I have to have things like in proper pockets, or I will go crazy and I'll feel like I lost them. But BELLBOY wallet. Now, before I move on to my next one, I do have a couple of alternatives to the next 2 items, or for the last 2 items, which was my wallet and then my next item, which is what holds my keys. But for the alternative, I just got this. It's from a brand called ALPAKA. It is another small little wallet. It's still bigger than the BELLBOY, I do believe, but it is waterproof and weather resistant. It's got zippers. I think they're called YYKs. I think they're what they're called, but they're supposed to keep things very, very dry. If I'm on an adventure, or I'm going to be taking this out a lot, I would definitely use this. I haven't used it yet. I just got it this week, but inside, really, really nice orange interior, which is very similar to the Moment Rugged Sling Bag, which is my favorite camera sling bag, which if you haven't seen the video, please check it out. Well, I guess it wasn't really, I guess it really wasn't like a review of it, but it's just like my everyday sling bag, and I love it. But it can hold way more cards. I had an issue this week where I went to Costco and I forgot my membership. So I couldn't get in. I had to go back home and grab it. So if I had something like this where I could fit all of my cards, like even ones that I might not need, but like just out of nowhere might need to use, like a Costco membership card, I would use this. But right now, the BELLBOY is still my go-to with that because it's smaller, and the magnets really they basically are the reason why I use the BELLBOY. I just love that snapping sound you get when it closes. Last but not least is my key holder, which is the James branded carabiner. Here you go. It's nice. It's really sturdy. It's not too big. It's super durable, and it holds everything. You know, my fob, you know, my keys, and then this like, I don't know why I bought this. It's let's see if it'll focus. This like Tim Hortons X Roots like collaboration where it has a little keychain. You can get it from any Tim Hortons right now. It's like $13. I think it was not the best choice of spending money, but hey, I got a rep. I'm Canadian. I got a rep Tim Hortons, you know. But this is what I use. I thought I would use this more like putting on like loops, you know, like the belt loop. But after getting married, I kind of just didn't care about my image. Not that I really had one before that anyways. And I just wear track pants, sweatpants, and hoodies. So I don't really have the loops. So I just kind of put this in my right pocket and it just stays there. And what I love about this though is the way you kind of can separate the two. So they have the loop can be closed, but you can open it up. And I just love the way it goes in and out of the actual carabiner, if I can actually do it, right? So now you can kind of separate the two as like that. But I just love the little mechanism where you can kind of, if I can get it to focus here, you can just kind of open it like that. Kind of open it like that. And then it kind of slips in and out. So super, super cool. And I already mentioned there's an alternative, but this is the one that Peter McKinnon has, except his one's the full titanium version. Mine's just the black finish. It's a smaller version of it. Same design, or sorry, same system of like, you can kind of separate the two, and then the little push for the little pin here kind of allows you to put things on the other loop. I haven't found a time to use this. I think it's called the HOLCOMBE, if you look it up on the actual website. But I kind of dig the carabiner a bit more. I kind of like the bigger size. It feels nicer to hold. A little bit of weight, but not too much. But maybe I'll switch to this and kind of see if this one's better. But right now, still using the carabiner, but this is kind of my alternative when I get to it. But that is it. That is what I bring with my everyday carries, or well, I bring with me every day, and these are my everyday carries. But what do you guys think? I think 5 items is pretty good. I don't think having more is necessary. I guess I can see why some people will maybe bring their laptop as an everyday, or like an iPad, or like a tablet. I can totally see that as well. But let me know what you guys have. Let me know what you guys bring for your everyday carries. Comment below. I want to see, maybe there's some brands I've never heard of that I can look up, and don't tell my wife, but I can look up and maybe buy some. But thank you very much for watching. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like. If you guys also want to subscribe for more content, maybe I'll do some more EDC stuff, but you know, primarily it's still camera stuff whenever I get the chance to. But if you want to see more content like that, please subscribe. It would be very, very much appreciated by me. So thank you very much again for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.